morning-y. I do the morning thing. So, this morning thing, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done. Good morning, YouTube, and different peeps.
Ooh, good find.
Awesome. That was, I guess they have metal swords. It's weird. Alright, so we're gonna see something else, and I'm gonna come up with a topic. Recently got, not recently, but last year, during Comic-Con, not this one that just happened. I got that one. I couldn't find them again, but hopefully they have more stuff, because I want to do the cha-cha. I'm currently in my room, drinking Monster, and oh man, just so much stuff, because I love it, and it's good for me, for the most part. My hands smell like my feet smell like asshole. I haven't taken a shower yet. Alright, so we're not gonna go into this, we're gonna go here. See if I can upgrade some stuff. The islands of the lake. That's what I'll do. Think of 9. I swear the witch is yet. Brooks shop. Brock's shop. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess right there is 9. Been thinking about stuff. What have I been thinking about? Been thinking about the way that I perceive my own that took a little while. It's probably because I walked around barefoot and stuff. this?
We jump.
Really? Bad idea!
What? What? You were warned not to stray from the path. So, it's a pretty cool, it's a pretty cool thing I know about. And, has anybody ever noticed that the, it's like, it's not really energy. I don't think it is, but it's our perception of energy and the quantum realm, I guess. Those little particles, I guess you see, not really particles, but like your eyes adjusting to light and heat and energy and all the other different stuff. Let's see here.
I still can't read these.
Look here.
Look! It's the world serpent. He's so much bigger than I imagined. Oh, look! He bit Thor. Or will bite him. Looks like.
More than myth. Oh my gosh. Oh man. There have been a lot of different kinds of myth, I guess. And the what's up with this?
What is that? It smells awful.
Poison.
Awesome. Okay, so, the more I think about these myths, the more they could have been real people that went on journeys and were perceived to be supernatural or something in nature because of their know-how and their rhetoric and their honorability. A lot of times I see people. I'm gonna find my lighter. A lot of times I see people take those different stories out of context. I really do see it as a metaphor. I don't see it as I personally don't believe in God or godlike creatures. Not a really. I think your perception of the elements becomes and changes with every passing day. I do also think that the world is alive. Like at its core, the reason it moves isn't just because of the sun, nor because of the moon. Because, I mean, if you would think about, that's why I don't believe it's all molten. Because, alright, I don't believe it's all molten core or anything like that. Because if it was molten core, then the motion of the Earth itself would bring out all the lava to one center point. Usually, the motion itself would cause destructive things to happen all the time, everywhere. Destructive acts of nature to happen all the time. Not just once in a blue moon or once in a couple of months. They would happen literally every day, and there'd be no stopping it. And it just shows you how solid I believe how solid our planet really is. I do believe they communicate. So I believe that the gods we once believed in are technically just celestial bodies. But those celestial bodies aren't any less alive than we are. Alright, my lighter's not in there. I think that there's a, let's see. There's a real possibility that people don't choose to see is that technically we could be dead and not even know it. Like, we could be not on our path to death, but already dead, already considered dead, and not even realize it. That's why I believe the possibility of some things is so prevalent. The possibility of supernatural people are technically more alive than regular humans, or regular people, I guess. We go on to the next evolutionary stage, I think. They said about 10,000 years. It happens within 2 to 3 generations of people. That's happened according to religion or the history books that have gone back about 10,000 years. Whatever it proves that we've seriously changed the course of our entire evolution many times. And through, I think, picking and choosing a lot of different things have come about. Through just perceiving something in our lives. Perceiving the truth about something and the truth about our lives is to perceive an opinion a millennia ago. To perceive what is real is to perceive something a long time ago that was thought of and merely just a conjecture. So you could say that all the stuff we're thinking and dreaming about right now are things that we will experience in the not so distant future. So as we think about our celestial what's the word? Status, I guess. We ourselves become more than just a myth, but a fact. So like a myth you would probably see in life would be a person who had made those choices beforehand, a mutant, basically. Because of how honorable or noble someone was, the longer they would live. Because not only were they trying to live, but they were also trying to allow others to live. The more honorable and noble that we become, and the more appreciative we become of our peers, the longer we start to live and realize that, moreover, it was more the stress in our lives that was causing us such unrest. I like to think about titles of movies sometimes, and just wordplay, kind of, in a certain way, like The Fault in Our Stars. The perceptive notion that somehow through a mistake or an accident, people gain a path to enlightenment or a path to justification for the life that we live. And also that the life we live and the things we accept as a direct result of our evolution, or maybe both have a direct implication on our stuff, on our own natural way of things. Or maybe we're on a set path. Maybe we're on a set path of certain evolutions or choices we can make, and that set path is affected by one or more things, and through that we gain more possibilities. The more people that accept you, the more comfortable you are. Realizing if you are different, or a different color, a different belief, a different anything, a different anything at all, the acceptance of you is only compounded when met with the acceptance of yourself is only compounded with a certain amount of belief one way or the other. So we use stimuli to either validate ourselves or deny ourselves something. And that plays a role in our eventual evolution. So, as certain men in this game and movies and mythology, as they're perceived to be extraordinary, or could merely be a compounding factor. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the car. Maybe we don't give our planet or our environment enough credit to see something extraordinary happen, and to say, how does that happen? Or how does a person go through that and still live, or still think about themselves, you know? So it's pretty much assured that I'd say the biggest part of what we perceive to be reality is a like not a stone's throw, but like a boulder's throw. A boulder's throw from the actual thing. So and understanding what not to do in every situation gains us more experience. In everything we every time we play something or we do something, we gain more experience in something that could eventually help us. Oh. I think there are a lot of
Oh, what were those things? They smell awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
Yes.
the more I think about the way we do things every day, the more I think about what evolutionary trait that will turn into. What thing we do today dictates something that will happen tomorrow.
Whoa. Sure
And
is funny here.
and so on and so forth. And eventually we'll start to realize that the acceptance of people...
No. He is of no consequence.
Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I was, well, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead? I'm very, very sorry to hear that. She's a fierce warrior. And a good woman. Okay. I we'll make improvements to the axe.
Cool.
But nobody asked me to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brock's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes. Though my talents are vastly superior. No boast. I swear to Freya.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
Yeah, but can you put it down over there? That handle is
No.
filthy. Okay then. I will just... Oh. 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 Oh, is that dried blood? Oh.
So, what were you working on?
Oh, that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, I'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little. Oh, I could use a distraction.
So Atreus can revive Kratos from death. Resurrection stones. Axelor. Let's buy some resurrection stones. This game isn't that bad. I really like it, and I think it's good. It's got a pretty much ever-changing combat system, and gets better and better the more I play it, instead of repetitive and stupid like the other ones did. It was just got a non-stop onslaught, I think, and I think this is a good change of pace for Kratos and the character. Oh man,
Where were you even carrying those?
that's funny. A bit of a fourth wall break. Not enough resources. Alright.
And for you?
I still need Sevartalium steel. Sevartalium steel. Okay. Let's see, wait. Whew. Alright,
Something else for you
keep
then?
on playing. Alright, so as I think and believe in the thing that changes me,
At the ready! I'm not ready!
That's really tight. He really did improve it.
Not bad, right?
You will improve with practice.
Well, that's weird. How do I get it to stay? Or... Find and solve the 3 seals. Okay, there's got to be something that keeps it going. It makes it go through all 3 seals. Okay, I see that there's a tree missing. Alright, so there's a tree missing. Let's see here. That's weird. No. 314 hack silver.
Oh, that's better.
So, throughout my whole preferred belief system, I understand that other people don't believe all the stuff that I believe, and I can't, like, I don't want to, like, say that it's not a a morphing together of sciences and what I would believe to be religion, I guess. I was mostly influenced by Christianity and Catholicism, so my whole concept of religion is more of a guideline for law, I guess. And that law goes into the belief system that I constantly believe, I guess. I don't know. So, but also too, I've read the Quran. Not all of it, but I read some of the Quran, and also some Indian beliefs as well. As in Indian, like real Indian, not like people who knew they were a different race than what they said they were, and then left a whole different thing and decided to become a part of the North American states, or the North American regions and South American regions and stuff like that. That kind of whole thing. And I lean along more along the lines of a logical mindset, because of the amount of imagination I think goes into what I talk about. My sister and my brother, they really didn't like my my whole take on things, but all I did was study. Like all I was or tried to be was a quiet observer in my life. And I guess that probably set off a few symbolic kind of like, well, this kid needs help sort of thing. Maybe, I guess. And not to see that I need help, but not to say that I do need help, but I think everyone needs therapy and they have no idea. The more I saw other people, I know this in a group setting, the more I saw other people expressing themselves in the ways they wanted to, and the ways they wanted to, even though they were met with such hardships sometimes. Not only was I obviously the most obvious one, in plain sight one, was the fact that I'm not the only one to go through this, I guess. And also, I mean, I'm also don't have to take my sickness too seriously, or I guess my disability. I guess it's not a sickness. I don't believe it's a sickness. I believe it's a disability from me getting too many concussions and things like that. I don't technically believe in all this stuff that for the video games. I don't technically believe in it, but it. I don't technically believe in it, but it's. I'd call myself a paganistic, naturalistic Gnostic. I don't believe in what's the word? Up. I don't believe in directions or anything like that. I know that everything moves in a to be descriptive, you have to say what's the word? To be descriptive and a perception And in human perception, you have to know where and where and how something is moving. But to understand true physics, you have to realize that everything in its true form is undefined. And that's the reason why we even have a quantum realm, I guess, a quantum or any quantum physics that exists. Okay, there's something over here. Okay. The second symbol. Okay, so first, second, third. There we go. Horn of Bloodmead. To increase your maximum rage. Next one, rage run deeper. And now our horns in the world and chest unlocks some magic every 3 to increase your maximum rage. Alright, so the more you make friends with people, I think the more those ties closely show that you're seeing them not for who they are, but seeing them for who they could be. I'm gonna go right here. Alright, now I can open this.
You think all dwarves are as weird as Brock and Sindri?
No.
I wonder why they don't get along anymore. I mean, they're family.
That is their matter alone, boy.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm still can't go over there. It's time to go this way.
Please be careful. I'm still fixing that. Stupid head chief. Tell me what's wrong with you.
Let's see here. Some hack silver, that's pretty good. I already got that. And there's gotta be a torch over here. There we go. Awesome. So there are a lot of ways to perceive what I do, and there are a lot of ways to perceive what anyone does in that sense. But you can also relay context. Like, say for example, someone makes a stupid joke about a military person. Are they A, trying to make a joke about it requires, it remains to require that the context of that said thing. Alright, that's not good. Got it. It's against my... So what would be proper thing of my rage? Would I So, I guess... let's see here. Guess I need to... Guess I need to use my loom. I'm gonna stop it here, but realize what you do every day has an outcome, and since you can only be there all the time with yourself and not with anyone else, realize that every choice you make has a consequence, whether that choice is down the road or just around the corner. There are people that believe that that they're destined for greatness, and that others would step out of their way to for them to realize their goal. I believe in a half-ass manifest destiny, because if you're not willing enough to realize that everyone has that opportunity, everyone has that opportunity if they're granted it by their peers. I can also say that you are your own one-person bomb squad. You can defuse the bomb in your life that you think is going off. You can talk against your words and realize that just being a hypocrite, being a person that you think is a hypocrite, that sometimes your values, you break them not to see what would happen, but you realize that you were set up, and that no choice you made would ever be good enough to someone or to something that won't define you, won't define any action afterwards. You are yourself, no matter if you want to be it or not. You are, doesn't matter what kind of lore you come up with in your own head to make you live a regular life, even though you don't want to. Nothing is as interesting as your own life. Because these things just continue to exist as they are. You can expand and evolve, or minimize and still evolve. Just make sure you live the whole way. Live the whole thing. Don't say you're going to quit at a certain age. Don't say you're just going to be a certain kind of person, or that's crazy, or that's dumb. Realize that everyone goes through their own thing. Everyone goes through their own life. And whether you want to be helpful or a hindrance on that life is a choice you make before you ever meet them. Because it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. Everything. Have a good day. And, be yourself.